Hey folks, this is Imran from AllAboutAndroids.com, and today I will be reviewing our Nexus 7. This is the 16 GB version, and we'll just go over the hardware and software in a minute. But before I start, I would like to give a big thank you to all of our subscribers. We have just passed the 700 subscriber mark with a total view count of 310,000 plus, which is awesome. Please do continue to support us in the future by liking our videos, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll make sure that we provide more content for you guys. So just a quick overall, on the front of the tablet we have a 1.2 megapixel camera which can film up to 720p resolution at 30 frames per second. There are no home, back, or menu keys. It uses all soft buttons like the Galaxy Nexus. On the left hand side we have nothing except the 4 pins for the dock connector. On the back we have an engraved Nexus name, an engraved Asus name right here, and a rubberized texture for the back, and 2 hardware buttons right here, which is a volume toggle right here, and the power button. On the top we have just one mic over there, and at the bottom we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and a micro USB. Just to inform you guys, this is not an MHL USB, so you can't really use this with an HDMI adapter to provide video out. And lastly, at the back, which I forgot to mention, is the speakerphone. It is a stereo speaker, one speaker with a really large grill that provides a larger range when you use the full volume on this device. So let's turn it on and let's take a look at Google's latest version, which is Jelly Bean. This has the latest version, of course, which is 4.1.1, which brings a little more subtle changes to the Jelly Bean release. First up, we have this redesigned lock screen that has these dots that follow where my finger is, and we have the unlock at the bottom and Google Now on top, which we'll be going over in a second. Google Now is the voice search assistant, and we'll just give you a quick overall on how it works. You can also unlock from the right and from the left. So just like Ice Cream Sandwich is based on the 5 home screens, and since this is just pure Google as of right now, we haven't rooted it, we haven't put a custom ROM, you can just take a look at how smooth it is without having any additional functions applied to it to make it smooth. Okay, so this is Jelly Bean's release that does that. We have these colors that highlight the buttons that are gray. They used to be a blue before, now it's gray. And if you noticed as well, it is using a phone UI, not really a tablet UI. So it has the dock, notifications are on the top, and just in general it is the phone UI, not a tablet UI. And even if you turn it to landscape, it will not switch it over. The search bar also has been redesigned to enable Google Now's look, and you can also access Google Now from swiping from any of the soft keys and going to Google Now. Taking a quick look at how fast Jelly Bean is, just clicking on recent apps pops it up within the span of 0.5 seconds, and there are subtle animations that Jelly Bean brings. So if I click on any of the recent apps, it will take that bubble, and I mean that square right there in recent apps, and blow it up into one of the into the actual app. So let's take a look at settings. Same thing again, it will blow it up into settings. And lastly is the calculator, same thing as well. And now I'll be showing you the features of Google Now. This is the search assistant in Jelly Bean, and I have to say that it does quite a good job. It responds really fast, gives you accurate data, and that's what you basically should have. You shouldn't have to wait to get information. You should get information instantaneously. So let's try it out. What is the weather like?
It's 25 degrees with rain in Maple. Here's the forecast for the next few days.
So as you can see, within the span of 2-3 seconds, we have a card right there that indicates what's the temperature right now and indicates a slightly weak forecast. So we can see it's gonna rain in the next few days. If you just scroll at the bottom, you'll actually get Google searches for that search that you've just done through Google Now. Let's try something else. How old is Barack Obama?
Barack Obama is 50 years old.
And since this is an open source software, of course, the most natural response would go get data from Wikipedia, which is most of the time accurate. And since this is a Google service, you can simply hit on images and it will show up with images. And that's not really him, actually. Let's go back. And let's try. It's not going back. Okay. And let's try How tall is the CN Tower?
CN Tower is 1,815 feet tall.
And same thing, we can scroll down below and it talks about the CN Tower, hit images, and we can view images of the CN Tower downtown Toronto. There we go. Jelly Bean also brings an offline version of voice typing, so we're going to test that out right now. Switching to, I'm turning off Wi-Fi since this is only Wi-Fi supported, no connectivity through 3G, 4G. So we're just going to go to Note, create a new note, and test out this offline voice typing. Today is Sunday, July 22nd, and we are reviewing the Nexus 7. If you can see over there, it wrote something initially, but it understood the sentence and fixed it so that it would make sense. Period. And there we go. This is offline typing with Jelly Bean. Now I'm just going to turn Wi-Fi back on. And that's roughly it for this release. Small subtle changes. Again, we have like a box that allows us to change wallpapers instead of having a list. Same thing that we mentioned before. You get really fast, smooth responsiveness throughout the UI. And I have to say that overall, it's a great device. It is a Tegra 3 based quad core, clocked at 1.3 gigahertz, which provides ample speed. And as a form factor, I have to say that you can easily hold this with one hand on the bus, on the subway, and read your book. I'm not too sure. Let me actually see if we have a book here, how the book format looks like. Yeah, we have to log in. But anyways, a great form factor, gorgeous 720p display, and other than that, it's a really good device. For the price point, I have to say, hands down, this is the best 7-inch tablet on the market. That was our review of the Asus Nexus 7. I hope you liked the video. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it helps us out. This was Imran from AllAboutAndroids.com.